Good morning everybody. All of you good morning students. So we are discussing about the control statements detail. C program is set of statements which are normally executed sequentially in the order in which they appear. So these control statements enable to us to specify the flow of control program. Then next, here they make it possible to make decisions, to perform tasks repeatedly, to jump from one section to another section of the program. Here is we have to use the control statements. This is called a control structure. These are the three types of statements. One is branching statement, another one is looping statement, then next jumping statements. In this branching statement, if else is available, switch and another conditional statements are there. In looping statement, for, while, do while are the essential statements. Then next in jumping statement, so break, continue, go to keywords are there. So already I discussed these things. Select statements means these are conditional statements. Control statements are repetitive control statements. So these are the iteration is the process of where a set of instructions or statements executed repeatedly. While the condition is met, it will be execute the statements repeatedly. Special control statements are jumping statements. Specially we have to use these statements in the program. We have to develop the logic. Then next I will discuss, already I will discuss this if statement. If the condition is satisfies, execute the block of statements. In the if else statement, if the condition is satisfies, execute the block of statements of the following of if. So if the condition is false, it will be goes to execute the else part statements in the if else. Then next after that next program using this if. So this is in general if. Here int main function is integer type. So in this we have to take the variable avg, it is a float type. Then next you can take the variable avg for the reading of value. So if that for the you have to find out your average marks are greater than 60 or not. If that average marks are greater than or equals to 60, so if it is true, your input will be satisfies this condition, it will be print the you have got first class is the output. Otherwise avg you will be taken through keyboard 40%, it will be print out just a white space character, that's all. This is only if statement, not if else, it is if statement. Then next another control statement, that is a switch case. Switch is one of the important statement. In real life we are often faced with situations where we are required to make a choice between a number of alternatives rather than only one or two. You can make the choice just only one. You can select the choice only one from sequence number of choices. So for example, which college you have to join, or which hotel you have to visit, which place you have to visit. So like that, these are the examples. Choice may be selected. This is the switch case. Alternatively it will be execute the choices. These control statements allows us to make a decision from the number of choices is called a switch, or more correctly a switch case default. Since these three keywords together to make up the control statement. So here this is the alternative decision making statement. Here we can select CH is the keyword. This is for the selection of choice. You can select the choice is either small a or capital A. It will be goes to print A as in Ashokudu. So breaks the program, breaks the switch case. Then next, if you can select the choice is either the letter B or capital B. So it will be print the Bhagavad Gita and come out of the switch case. So you can't take A or B, just you are giving another character, any one through the keyboard. So it will be goes to execute the default which you knew. So after that it will be exit from the switch case. This is a switch case program example. Then next, while loop. While is the another conditional loop. So specially you have to use this while loop, for loop, and then next do while loops in some of the programming situations. So we can use these loops. The while loop is ideally suited for such cases. So this is one of the entry controlled loop. So first of all, in this while loop, it will check the condition, then goes to execute the block of statement. Until the condition is true, execute the while loop body statements. This is the example of while loop. Here int I equals 1, you can initialize the value of I is 1. So that value of I will be checked if that is less than or equals 10 or not. If that is I value will be satisfies that condition, it will go to print the value of I is 1. Then next automatically increment this value I equals I plus 1, then goes to check the condition if that is less than or equals 10 or not. So if that is satisfies the condition, it will be print the value of I is 2. Like that it will be print the values from 1 to 10. So after incrementation of 10, it will be got the I value is 11. That 11 is not less than or equals 10. So the condition is satisfied, not satisfied, it will be come out of the while loop. So that means while the condition is true, and it will be execute the while loop body statements. This is the nature of the while loop. Then next, for loop statements. For is the repetitive control statement. So this repetitive control statement very easy to develop the program coding. So we have to use this for loop. It is very popular in the looping control statements. This for loop will be allows the three things. One is setting a loop counter to the initial value. Another one is the testing the loop counter to determine whether its value has reached the number of repetitions desired. So then next, third one, increasing the value of loop counter each time the program segment within the loop has been executed. So that means for initialize counter, test counter, increment counter. This is the syntax of for loop. Inside of this thing, block of statements are available. Here is an example. We have to write for loop example. So that is int I, you can declare the variable I is integer type. Then next you are taking the loop for this variable I equals 1, this is the initialization counter, I is less than or equals 10, this is the checking condition. Then next I plus plus, this is the incrementation counter. So depends upon the incrementation counter, it will be repeats the loop. So for here print the value of I is the first time 1, then next it will be repeats the loop up to 10 times. That means initial value 1, the last value is 10. So every time it will be increment the value of I is 1, that means I equals I plus 1, I plus plus means I equals I plus 1. So it will be prints the value of I is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. This is the for loop. So easily increment the value, easily to develop the program coding using this for loop. That means 3 statements are including in only one statement. This is the very major thing in this for loop. Then next, coming into do while loop, this do while loop is the slight differentiate than the while loop. So in this do loop will be allowed the exit control loop. So sometimes it will be used this do loop to develop the programming. So this means there is a minor difference between this working of the while and do while loops. The difference between them is the place where the condition is tested. So the while tests the condition before executing of the statements within the while loop. But in this case of do while loop, test the condition after having executed the statements within the loop. This is the major difference between the while and do while loop. While is the entry controlled loop, do while is the exit control loop. This is the difference between these two. So this means the do while loop would execute its statements at least once, even if the condition is fails for the first time itself. So in the case of while loop, on the other hand, it will not execute its statements if the condition is fails for the first time. The difference is illustration of this do while and while loop. Here is an example. Then next we can take this example, do. Then next printf hello this is C. It will print the string hello this is C. Then next it will check the condition while 4 is less than 1. 4 is not less than 1. Condition is false. But once the statement is executed inside of do while, that is hello this is C. So that means do while loop is the exit control loop. So these three are the loops we are using to develop the programming. Then next another statements are branching statements. These are the very important statements in the development of the program. These are the jumping statements or special control statements that are used to transfer the program control from one location to another. So if you can develop the logic, sometimes you are using this jumping statement. So these are the set of keywords which are responsible to transfer program control within the same block or one function to another. So in this development of the C programming, so we have to use the jumping statements. Those are go to statement, then next return statement, break statement, continue statements. So in generally we have to use for the development of the program. Then next, so you are using the go to statement. So what will be given the support to your program? Here is the program is there. So the go to statement can be given the support to this program. So how it's possible? So that means the C supports the go to statement to branch unconditionally from one point to another in the program. If is the conditional statement, go to is the unconditional statement. If condition is true, it will be execute the block of statements. So it's not comes back to execute the another statements in the if. But in the case of go to statement, this is a conditional unconditional branching statement. This will be goes to forward, this will be goes to backward. So this is essential to use the go to might be desirable. This go to requires a label in order to identify the place where the branch is to be made. A label is any valid variable name that must be followed by a colon symbol. The label is placed immediately before the statement where the control is to be transferred here. The general form of this statement labels here forward jumping and backward jumping. The label can be anywhere in the program, either before or after the go to label semicolon statement. during the running of the program, so we can write the statement like this: go to label name and semicolon. Here is an example of the go to statement. Main, so int x float y, that means you have to declare two different variables. So these two different variables are two different types, data types. Then next read, this is the label name, read colon, this is the label name. Then next you might be taken as a string, that is enter number to get square root. So this is as it is printed on the screen what you are taking the keyboard, that is value of x. That means you have to calculate the square root of x. So before of this program you have to write hash include math.h, compulsory you can write math.h library, that will be includes the math.h library in your program. Then only you can take the mathematical functions in your program. So you can't write math.h, it can't be allowed sqrt function in your program, so it not be allowed. So here you can write if x is less than or equals 0, go to read, this is your logic. That means if your x value is lesser than or equals 0, you don't want to find out the square root of x. If that is greater than 0, then you can find out the square root of x. So you are using here y equals square root of x. For that square root of x, you can write the function sqrt of x here. So it will be calculate the sqrt of x, that will be assigned into y, then you can print the value of y is here. So directly you can print the xy values, that means it will ask the data to the x value, enter number to get square root, that will be given by the user, that is 16. Then it will be find out the square root of that 16, it will be given, that is in float, that is 4.00. okay. Then next another example for switch case, here you can take the character choice, then you can enter that character either in red, either in red, green, or the next blue, like that. That means you can print the red color, green color, blue color, the strings. Then next what are the strings you can print? Choice is red or choice is green, choice is blue, so not valid character, like that. These are the string. So first case is R, second case is G, third case is B, last case is default. So alternatively the choice will be select in which case, that is read by the user. So you are given the value of choice is, or character of this choice is small r or capital R, like that. So choice equals to upper of choice. You are giving the lesser character or higher character, it will be taken through the keyboard. Then next it will be converted into upper, to upper function. Switch choice, so it will be accepts the choice, that will be switching to which case. So if your choice is capital R, it will be switching to first case, print the choice is red, then breaks the switch case and automatically come out of the program. Then next if your choice is capital G or small g, it will be goes to execute the case choice is G, so it will be print the choice is green and come out of the switch and also program. Then next not RGB, next you are taken the choice of character is any one of them, so that is A. So it will be goes to execute the default section. So in the default section enter valid character, then come out of the switch case and come out of the program. So execution will be stop here. This is the alternative cases execution of the switch case. Then next you are taken the continue statement. So what is the meaning about continue keyword? This continue keyword can be used in your C program. So the continue statement is used to bypass the remainder of the current pass through a loop. The loop does not determine when a continue statement is encountered. The remaining loop statements are skipped and the computation proceeds directly to the next pass throughout of the loop. So in while next do while or a for statement, we have to use this continue statement. That means the continue statement can be included within a while, do while or a for statement. Simply just the keyword is continue. So for example of this continue statement, here I can mention, so we have to develop this program. So here for int n equals 5, directly I can take in the n is integer type, that will be mentioned directly in for loop. Then next that n is greater than 0 or not. Next n minus minus, this is the decrementation. So higher to low loop, this is the higher to low loop, 5 to 1. Then next if that value of I is first time 5, so if it is true in the for loop, the n value of n equals 5 will be satisfies the condition n is greater than 0, 5 is greater than 0, it's true. So coming into the for loop block, in that for loop block, so we can write if n equals 3, if that n equals 3, continue the next value of n will be taken for the decrementation, but it's not the n is not, it's not 3, it will be goes to print the value of n, that is 5 will be printed first time. Then next decrement the value of n, that is 4 is greater than 0, it's true. Then coming into the block of the for loop, so if it is 3 or not, so it's not 3, it will be print the value of n is 4. Then next goes to decrement the value of n is 3, that 3 equals 3 will be true. Then continue to the next value of n, that means 3 minus 2, 3 minus 1, so that will be takes 2 is greater than 0, it's true. Then print the value of n is 2. Then next time it will be decrement the value of n, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So 1 is not equals 3, continue the next not continue this session, it will be goes to print the value of n, that is 1. Then next so the loop will be repeated from 5 to 1. So the condition is not true in the for loop, then come out of the for loop block, then it will be prints the next print statement, that is 5. So this is the example of continue statement. Then next sometimes we are using the exit statement in your program, just like it's a break. So in some situations you have to use this exit function. This exit is a standard library function which terminates program execution when it is called. So syntax of this thing is void exit. Then next the value of return code is returned to the calling process. So the success or failure of the program can be tested by another program that uses this one of the sub process. So for example here we can write the exit function, exit library function, so using to develop the sum of the program. So simply I can take the smaller program here. So hash include stdio.h, standard libraries will be included in your program. Conio.h means console input output. Then next standard library function will be included in your program. You can write exit, that is executed by this compiler. Then next int main you have to write printf start of the program. Then next printf exit of the program. So exiting of the program. So that means these two are the these two statements will be executed. The two strings will be printed on the separate lines. Then next statement is exit. So from this automatically the transfer of control will be come out of this programming session. So the execution will be ended. So that means it can't be executed the printf end of the program get ch return 0 like that. These three statements are not executed. So execution will be exit from when it will be reached the exit function. This is the exit function. So these are the general branching statements we have to use in your C program. In general we can use to develop the programming. Thank you students.